Hi, this is Loretta. This time I'm bringing you a video for Scrapbooking with Me Boutique, which is a .com and a Facebook store. They sell all the paper crafting, mixed media, crafty supplies you would ever want. And every month they do a kit. These kits sell out incredibly fast. They come in a limited quantity. So if you're interested, act fast. If you are a member of the boutique, and it's really easy to become a member of the boutique, I will post all of the links down below. You just go over there, ask to join. Someone will approve you and you're in. So if you're interested, go on the boutique, become a member, and they give a sneak peek each month where you usually have the opportunity to speak up for one if you'd like one. So this month, or excuse me, for the month of December, we had the paper in the kit was Websters Pages These Days, and it was so much fun to work with. So I'm not going to go over each layout because I actually did a process video. What I did was a perpetual calendar with a monthly spread. One of our church leaders gave a talk last year about ponderizing the scripture. And what he meant by that was to put a scripture up in your home each week to pray about, study about, and think about. And I've wanted to do that for a long time. So I got a really cute wire message board for the entryway of my home. And this is what I came up with to put the scripture to ponderize. And if you didn't want to do that, you could always do any kind of an uplifting type of a sentiment or whatever you wanted to do. This just really fit well for our household, so that's what I went with. At any rate, these, I happen to have some photo corners on hand in my stash. You could always very easily make some of these. And these just pop out and back in so that I don't have to make one every year. So this is the January spread. And again, I'm not going to go over these in detail because I have a process video that you can go watch that's going to go up after this video. And if you have any questions, you can just leave me a comment and I'll go over it from there. Anyway, I am going to take these out because I'm going to put them into each layout so that you'll know you know, where these go on each layout. And then I have some pretty paper clips that clothespins that I'm going to use to put those up onto the wire rack that holds these in the entryway. And I'll try to remember to put a photograph of that up there so that you can kind of get an idea of what I've got going on. So anyway, this is January, and we will move on and have a look at February. Okay, so there's February. And of course, this is where the calendar goes, right in here. And then, oh my goodness, I'm going to have trouble getting in it because I'm on camera. And then this is where the scripture goes. And I did make these the same size for each layout so that I know what size I'm printing and what size I'm doing month by month so that I don't have any problem with figuring that out. So there's February. Try to get it center in frame. And I love how these turned out. I'm really pleased with them. I love the color palettes of each one. I just think they turned out really cute. So let's move on. Here is March. Pretty with the green. And of course, the calendar will go in here and the scripture will go in here. And on this one, I just had some manila colored tags, so I just colored them with a marker to match the paper. So you could always do that too if you didn't, you know, if you wanted to just make your photo corners out of manila and then just, you know, color them whatever color that you need. So anyway, there's March all decorated up. And let's move on. And of course, the ink is not going to match on each one of these either, so just be aware of that. Oh gosh, it's going to give me trouble as soon as I'm trying to get it in here. Obviously, it's going to give me a hassle. Okay, now let's go with April. So there's April. Again, I didn't have any yellow ones, so I just used a marker and went over the top of it. Alright, and these I already had cut out. So, alright, and then here is May. And I'm going to just lay this over the top where you guys can. I hate it because you can't see the photo corners if I do that, but I really don't want to take the time to put them in each time either. Because it is a little bit of a trick to get them on camera when I can't have my head in the... Anyway, you get the idea. I can't get my head in the way of the shot, so this is where it goes. The scripture and the calendar go here, right there. So that's May. Okay, so you guys get the idea. And then let's get June over here. Here's June. Isn't that cute? I just love them. I'm so excited about how they turned out. I really do love how they turned out. And of course, this is where the calendar will go. And this is where the scripture will go. Alright. So there's May. I mean, excuse me, June. June. What am I saying? Don't listen, just watch the numbers. Alright, so here's July. And of course, here is calendar, scripture. Alright, so there's July's. Really cute. Here comes August. And here is where the calendar and the scripture go. Right here and right here. And I just love it that I can each year I can change it out and I don't have to do a new one every year. Alright, use some of the cute little baker's twine that came in there, and I cut out this image out of the second sheet of paper and use that up there and use some little markers to color that in. I also used this right here and used a marker to color there, so that turned out cute. And we'll go ahead and bring you September. So there's September. And here is where the calendar will go, and here is where the scripture will go on September. And I just kind of rotated out the orientation. I stuck with the same basic orientation each month, but just changed it out just slightly depending on how the flow of the layout went. So you'll see some similarities in these. Don't mind my dog. Of course, she's going to start barking. No, Gabby, no. Hang on, I'm going to pause this a minute. Okay, I'm back. This is October, and this is where the calendar and the scripture will go on October. Didn't do a whole lot to October because I just love this little witch and kitty cat. I just added a sticker bat from our Halloween kit last year. So there's October. So let's bring in November. Alright, so there's November. Here's where the calendar will go. Here's where the scripture will go. Right there. Alright, I've got one more to bring in, and that is December. And if you guys will remember, I do have a process video of how I put these layouts together, so go watch that. If you have any question about any particular layout that I did, just shoot me a comment. And oh, I've already got them. This is where the calendar and scripture will go on December. So anyway, what I was going to say is just shoot me a comment or an email, and I will be happy to get back to you. Or you can send me a message over on Facebook. As always, I love you guys' comments. I really appreciate each and every one of them. Can't wait to hear what you guys think about this. I had a blast making this, and I'm excited to get started on the next project. So until next time, I really do appreciate you guys caring what I do. So thank you so much. All right. Bye now.